Oh, there he is. Oh, get out of there. There he is. Good fish here. There he is. Oh, found another big one. All right, FishAholic fam, well, welcome back to another episode. And today we're gonna get out in the FishAholic rig, and it is one of the 2 days that I have here at home before I head out to Brazil. And if you saw my last bunch of videos, you know that I was in Panama, and if you didn't see that cool series, I will link it down below, or I'll have a little pop-up window on the screen. And it feels good to be home, but I'm excited to head out to Brazil because my girlfriend is there, Karina, so huge shout out to you, babe. And I'm gonna see her in only like 3-4 days, but I still want to get out and run the 225 Suzuki there because it's probably been a week and a half since I had her running just in the tank. So I need to burn some fuel today. I'm gonna fill it up and just race around the river, I think, to start, to see if we can get on an artificial snook bite. And I do have some frozen sardines with me as well in the cooler. So if the ocean is calm and we have the time, maybe I'll hop out onto the ocean to see if we can get some snapper. So let's hop in the truck and I will see you guys out on the water. All right, we made it here to our first spot, and I'm just gonna try fishing right here by this bridge. And we got a little problem here. This isn't deploying. There we go. Now, before we get to the fishing, I just have to give a huge shout out to my friend Taylor for sponsoring the channel to help me get a new drone. So I hope you guys enjoyed those epic drone shots that started off this video. And if you guys want to check out his new restaurant, Island Pig and Fish, up in Fort Pierce, Florida, I'll put their Instagram down in the description as well as their address. So if you live locally or just visiting the area and want to check out a nice, cool local spot with some awesome food, maybe consider checking out Island Pig and Fish. Now let's get to the fishing here, and I'm gonna probably drop down the live scope. See this right here? That has the transducer on it. That's connected to the Garmin here. And I've had the live scope now for a couple months, but I've just been traveling so much, I haven't really had a great chance to really use it a lot. So one of the goals for today is to see if I can use it a lot today to catch some fish. So let's get it in the water and start casting away. We're gonna probably cast close to the pilings and hope that there's some hungry snook there. So the direction this handle is pointing is the direction that the transducer is looking at. And I want to see what's right along that structure. Oh, look at that. Now I can see the structure pretty well, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of fish. Ooh, there was a good fish right there. Oh yeah, real nice fish right off those pilings there. I'm gonna start out with this 5-inch Z-Man hooked on a Trout Eyes shaky head with a weedless hook. I'm gonna try this kind of rigging technique because I think that it'll help us not snag as much while fishing real close to the structure. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that nice fish right there. Oh, no way, I could see him looking literally at my swim bait. That fish came right off the structure to look at this, but did not hit it.
Hey sir, no fishing here, sir.
Hey, there he is.
No fishing here, sir.
Ah, I'm sorry. I actually had a thought in my mind that you were gonna be here when I got here.
I was gonna call you. I'm like, oh.
You guys, it's Raphael here.
What's going on, man?
Just really got back to the area and did like 3 days of hard editing, and now I've got today and tomorrow to maybe catch some fish before going to Brazil, baby.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I want to watch those videos.
Catch some up.
See ya, man. Catch a big one.
You too. I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
Get off my spot.
I'll be out of here in 30 minutes. Oh, there he is. Oh, get out of there. Oh yeah. Nice fish here, just slurped it off the bottom. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm lightening up on the drag just a little bit because we're out away from the structure, and I actually am using a 60-pound fluorocarbon leader, and that's kind of what you need in order to pull them out from the pilings that we were casting at. This fish is going exactly where I want her to go. Out. Oh, I missed catching snook, dude. Oh, this is awesome. It's been too long. It's probably been like a month and a half since I hooked into a snook. Oh, look at that dinosaur right there. That's a good one. Oh, we got her. Nice. Oh, that is what I'm talking about right there. Phew. Look at that, right in the button. This is a 1/2 ounce jig head, by the way. All right, before we measure, I just wanted to get the measuring tape a little wet. Look at that, just about touching 40. Sweet. All right, let's get this fish back. Retying generally after most big snook that I catch, because it gets frayed up. I like to retie, and they just have such an abrasive mouth, even with heavier leader like this. But even still, like if you're using the 60 and 80, and although like the leader still could be strong after it gets frayed up, especially when you're using fluorocarbon, it gets like white once they start rubbing their mouth on it. So I feel like then those fish will have an easier time seeing the leader if it's white instead of clear. Let's put more Pro-Cure on this little swim bait. glad to see this hook didn't straighten out, because I was questioning whether it would or not when fishing close to the structure like this. So that big fish that I just caught, I did not see on live scope while I was working the swim bait. He was just down there. All right, guys, I took like 30 or 40 more casts and not another touch, so I'm gonna move down a little bit. Check out all those fish right there, sitting right back by that opening. Those are probably all snapper, but there could be some big snook in there. And I'm thinking there's gonna be some big snook right up ahead of this piling. Fantastic. Got the bait net right in the hook. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Oh, the snapper are chasing my swim bait. Now I just want to see a really big mark come out of that school and nail this. There he is. Good fish here. Get out of there. Oh. Oh my God, this is a big one. Now. That's a big fish here. Oh, I lost them. Oh, I thought I lost them. What? I have no idea what just happened there. I think it was wrapped around one of the pilings and it had a piece of the oyster. And then, oh no, it popped off though. And I got her out a little bit, but she's going back in there. Oh my gosh, another big one. Oh my God, another giant right here. Phew! Look at the size of that one. Now we got to be quick with this one because I believe this fish really ate it deep, because I saw a little blood while I was pulling her out. Yeah, check it out, look at that. Dang, son, she is hooked in the gills. All right, I got it out. Let's get her back quick. There she goes. All right, I think that fish is gonna be okay. And being that I dropped her right off on that piling, I think that she'll have her best shot at survival, so she won't get sniped by a bull shark or a dolphin. And you really got to be quick with fish when you're getting them in the gill. And if we were using a lure with trebles, it probably would have been that fish's last bite. But since it was just that one single hook in one of its gills, I think it could be okay. And snook are pretty hardy, and I've caught them before where like one gill is like ripped out, you know, from underneath their gill plate, and they're still thriving and feeding and everything. And that fish almost got me on that piling, but I think like the main braid possibly was just like around an oyster, like on the corner, and then it popped off instead of cutting, and the fish was still on there. So I'm extremely thankful that we did not get cut off on that piling and lose that fish. So far today's going pretty well. It's only like 11:30 and we've got two nice overslot snook. Whew. It's good to be back home. Let's retie and put on a fresh leader and keep working the structure here, see if we can get another. All right, back in action. I put on a fresh 60-pound fluorocarbon leader. And let me check the tides. It looks like the incoming tide has slacked up. It might be, yeah, or whoa, actually for this area it's the very start of the outgoing now. And I think we got that snook though at like the very last little bit of trickle of incoming, because my lures were still swinging like to the left. I casted right into that area, and it swung, you know, inward. And now it looks like we have barely any current. So I'll probably just fish like for 2-3 more hours in the start of the outgoing and see how we do. If we get some more fish, then keep going. But if not, then we might just call it, or maybe take a run to the ocean. But we shall see. To the north of us, there's a pretty nasty storm that I could hear rumbling because of the thunder. So we might just call it a day if we end up getting hit by storms in this area. It looks like there's some nice fish sitting right here. I can just like barely see my lure. Whoa, there was something that nailed this on the way up though. Probably a little jack. Ooh, it looks like some fish right there. There he is. Oh, found another big one. Oh, get away from that structure. There we go. Yeah, go that way. Go that way. Yeah, I pulled this fish out of that little spot where I saw those fish schooled up, I think. And I'm pretty sure this fish just slurped it up off the bottom, because I really wasn't moving it much. I was almost just like dragging it. and this fish was just like there. I thought it was snagged for a second. Oh man, I just lost that one. I was making sure I was recording, and I was, but I kept tension on that fish. The hook just popped out. Let's give this hook a little sharpen. Maybe I can get the next one. Those are all fish right there. Oh my gosh. There's another fish. Totally different fight from this one though. This might be a jack crevalle or something. It's ripping around like crazy. Yeah, it feels like a jack. Oh, or not. Another nice snook. Sometimes these smaller ones just have a little more spunk to them. They run around like crazy. There we go. Oh gosh, this fish almost came out of the net. It's like spine here was keeping them from going in the net. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm kind of figuring them out today here. That's two nice fish on in like the last 5 minutes. Nice 35-incher. There she goes. All right, let's get back out there. It seems like these fish are chewing right in this little area, and just to keep you updated, we're actually like 3 hours into this outgoing tide now, and the first hour was completely futile, not like a single significant bite, and I fished up and down all these pilings. And then I took a break for an hour to have a bite to eat, talk with Karina on the phone about Brazil, and to, you know, like reserve a rental car, book the hotel, and talk a little bit about our fishing trip that we're going to do while I'm there. And I'm really hoping that we'll be able to get on some Dorado, which will be really cool. Not mahi Dorado, golden Dorado, which is a freshwater fish. And I am super stoked for Brazil. There's another one. This fish literally like ate it like a largemouth bass. Oh, did he come off right there? Dang. Hook just pulled. Oh man. What was that? Is it probably either a tarpon or a shark? And that's why I try to use the fish grippers when I'm releasing big snook, because then at least there's a little bit of separation in case a shark decides to come up and grab them while I'm trying to release them. By the way, guys, I will link everything down in the description that I'm using in today's video. And also the rod that I'm using in this video is the 7-foot Dark Matter FishAholic heavy action inshore spinning rod, and I have it paired with this 6000 Daiwa BGMQ. And this is an awesome little inshore reel because you can put a lot of drag on this small reel, and it's perfect for fishing in this types of scenario where you need to have that extra drag to pull out the fish. There's another fish. Something weird though. Oh no, a little belly hooked snook. Look how yellow this guy is. He is pretty. See ya. All right guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. We've got to head in that direction back to the ramp, and this whole area is gonna get engulfed right now by a big storm. So hopefully we can race it back without getting soaked. But all in all, a really good day back here in my home of Stewart, Palm City. And yeah, maybe I can get, if I'm lucky, I can get out again tomorrow and film another cool video before going to Brazil. But yeah, what a great little outing. We got 3 really nice fish, all over slots, lost a couple, and all on artificials. So like my favorite way to catch snook, except for getting them on top water. You know, if we got the 3 that we got today on top water, that would have been even more epic. But you know, it was still pretty epic. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for all future videos. And like always, live to fish, fish to live. I'm always getting caught in the storm out here. It actually kind of feels good because it's hot. See you in the next episode.